And welcome to Eden Live, where I am reading all of Eden by FREI live on Facebook and on YouTube. And as you are aware, the recorded versions of these clips then also make their way onto Instagram on IGTV. And from then they'll be pinged back to the Eden by FREI Facebook page. We're in volume 2. We're already in volume 2, which is called we are done with and have completed volume 1, Dimensions. We're now in number 2, Heart, which unsurprisingly concerns itself with matters of the heart, and it does so with all matters of the heart. As you can imagine, if you've been following this at all, this is not going to be a straightforward story either. But it connects very directly to where we left off. And so let's dive straight into it, because we now know how this works. And if you don't know how this works, you know where to find the information, how it works. You know where to find the introduction. If you don't know where to find the introduction, look a little bit back wherever you find this. A few videos back, there's an introduction that tells you everything you need to know about Eden by FREI, and how it is that we are now in volume 2, which is called Heart. Chapter 1, volume 2 is called Juice. Of course, I think for a moment, he didn't actually say that. I just heard that. I just imagined him saying that. I just made that up because I think it would be interesting. Or would it? I realize I need to press pause. But he looks at me with this frankness still, with this openness. If only I could remember meeting me then it might make more sense for him to be saying he imagines himself meeting me now. Or was it a joke? I don't remember being much given to jokes. I don't think I was humorless, though I was undoubtedly earnest. I need to press pause, metaphorically, on these proceedings, not really going anywhere fast, and allow myself to remember what mattered and what didn't before I say anything more. But can I leave him just hanging there right in front of me? I can't. Can I just ignore what he said as if he hadn't said it and I had just imagined him saying it? I could, but that might be rude, and rudeness is unacceptable, therefore I can't. Can I ask him if he really meant that, if he actually knows who I am? Well, I can, but say he doesn't know who I am, say it was just a throwaway remark, say it was just me being a little bit clever, a tiny tad interesting at the age of 2021, then how do I explain to him what I mean without disturbing his own reality? Is his reality not already disturbed? Mine certainly is. But then I also realize I'm suddenly rather enjoying myself. Up until almost this precise moment, I had been greatly discomforted, not in a profoundly distressed or let alone panicked manner, just really, really unsure of what on earth I was going on. But now, maybe jolted by his answer, I feel I've just come up for air. I can float in this sea of uncertainty now, accept it for what it is, even not knowing what it is. That, it strikes me as suddenly obvious, will have to somehow become my new state of being for quite some time. I give him a smile that says, I do understand, although clearly I don't, and then inquire a nudge further. I mean, in life, what do you see yourself doing? His skin is smooth. I don't recall touching my skin when I was that smooth, that soft. I don't feel like touching it now, though I do wish I could hold him, just to make him feel safe. Then again, I rarely, if ever, did not feel safe at that age, and seeing that this is me, not some stranger, although for all I know about or of him, he might as well be an alien, I just look at him, look at me. You're a writer, I say, not questioning, stating. I am, he says, happy it seems that this is so evident, though how did you guess? Ah, that turns everything around once more. He doesn't know who I am. How could he? In his life I don't yet exist, other than in his imagination. But then I remember that at his certain, not vaguely inclined to believe, but convinced that I would never make it to 40, and here I am, pushing 50. I had said so to my best friend, Peggy. She was appalled. How can you say a thing like that? She'd exclaimed upon my assertion, aged 19 or 20, that I would not make it to 40. But I saw no reason to be scandalized. For me, when I was aged 19 or 20, the idea alone of ever being as ancient as 40 was simply absurd. Surely everything, but everything worthwhile experiencing, doing, saying, or for that matter writing, would have been experienced, done, said, and most certainly written by then. I have already outlived my target then by some 10 years, and I know now, of course, that he can't know who I am, because not only does he that I exist, he doesn't even believe that I will ever exist. Not because he's being obstreperous or deliberately controversial or simply obtuse, but because he genuinely can't imagine it. This is my chance. This is my opportunity for a pause. If I can make him think, then I'll get the chance to think too. There must be a link between him and me. I saw your notepad and pen, I say, playing the I'm an observer kind of a person card. He now, for the second time, does something that moves me. He shows me the pad. I take that, before I can think it through, as a signal of trust. And I read. As I read, I remember well having written words. Pause button. I have a clasp on my heart. I have left the dimensions I was travelling through to get here. I can, at last, reconcile, or at least I can try. I should point out that I'm not real. The juice that courses through my body is not squeezed by ordinary means. I want to know how things happen. I want to know how it happens that you see somebody, not even see them, not even meet them, see somebody from a distance, enter a room, for example, and think. You don't think, you go, though just to yourself, yes, that's him, that's the one, even though you know it will turn out that it isn't. How does this happen? It's ludicrous. You don't even know him. It is insane. I undress him in my mind, imagine him naked. I don't do this immediately. It's not something I jump to, like a conclusion. It's something I resist for a moment, then for another, and for another, until enough moments have passed, an hour or so later, maybe 2, sometimes a whole day or more may pass before I feel it is acceptable, before I feel ready to imagine him naked. I touch his body in my mind, his chest, my extended fingers spread, gently run over the mound of his biceps. Delectable. My other hand now cups around his waist, just above his hip, and draws him a little closer, close enough that I can, when I lower my head, just a little, the scent of his body, musk, with a warm, sweet sweat of excitement. I zonk out of it, just in time. I don't want him there yet. Not yet. We have not even yet said hello. And that is it for today. That was the first installment. That was chapter number 1, called Juice, from volume number 2, called Heart, in Eden by FREI, which is a concept narrative in the here and now about the where, for, and forever, as you will probably know by now. That's it for today. I don't think we need to do anything else. The next installment comes on Wednesday. As you may remember, I do this on a twice weekly basis. And this means that if you're watching in real time, then the next one is due in 2 days' time. If you're watching time, then whenever you feel like it, we will move on to the next chapter in Heart, which is called Memories of the Present, Hangover. But that's for next time. This is for now, and this is also it for now. Have a lovely few days, few weeks, few years between now and next time, whatever it may be. Take good care of yourself. If this is still during this weird corona crisis situation that you're watching this, if you watch this in a few years' time, none of this may mean anything much to you anymore. I hope the story will still mean something to you, but the weird corona crisis reference may not mean anything to you. Loving good love, and see you very soon.